Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Love Beneath podcast. I'm your host, Amina Zia Sheikh Al Islami. Thank you for being here. You can probably tell from my voice. I woke up today a little bit under the weather, so please excuse my lower register. I don't know. Some people like their voice lower, and they're like, it's hot. It's like the hot, cold voice. So little ASMR if you're into that. All right, so today we're getting into finally the last part of our shifting a belief system where I'm going to teach you how to actually do this shift, even if you don't yet believe that you deserve the thing or that it's even possible. There is a way to welcome something into your life, even if you do not think it's possible or you don't think it's for you or whatever it is. Before I get into that, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please follow the show. Leave me a review. It's so appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So one thing that I have learned from doing, this kind of spiritual work for a while and also working with a lot of clients is things are always coming back around to you, and you can receive something in your life without truly thinking that you deserve it or feeling like you're worthy of it. Or what I'm trying to say is I feel like a lot of people in the spiritual community, including myself, sometimes we feel like we have to be like perfect in order to get the thing that we're wanting, or like we have to get to a certain level healing wise, which that's true to an extent. And there comes a point where you can recite the belief system that you have, where in childhood it comes from, what the loop is, what the trigger is, like what the trauma is. You can recite all of that, no problem. And so when we get to that point, we need to just start to feel the shift inside of us and feel the receiving, even though we're not fully feeling like we're there yet. Or you could feel like you're there and you're like, why isn't this happening? And the reason is because we have done the cognition. We understand cognitively in your brain why XYZ is going on, but we have not integrated the shift into the body yet. Okay, so how do we do this? If you haven't been following, go back and listen or watch the other videos on shifting the belief system. It's like the last 3 videos you should watch and then come back here, or the last 3 episodes. We wrote down something that you have a limiting belief system on, something you want to bring into your life, but you feel like it can't happen, or whatever it is. I want you to pick something that you're longing for. And then I want you to think about, what is the feeling that I am longing for? Like, what is that thing going to truly bring me? What is that person going to bring me? What is the feeling I want to get? And, if you're interested in spiritual work and manifestation, all of that, you've already heard all this a million times. However, the difference in what I'm going to tell you now, which I don't see too many people saying this, is when you think about the feeling you want to feel, you can always feel it now. It's available to you now. You don't need that thing or that person or that whatever to conjure that feeling right now. So the illusion is that we're needing the 3D thing. Now, there's something to be said for, obviously, we have 3D senses. And the reason that our souls even want to come here, or one of the reasons, is because, the sensualness of like to feel, to taste, to smell, to, these senses are amazing and really heighten the experience. And so there's something to be said about that. And I need you from this point forward to understand that, like I said in the other episodes, that thing is not going to make you feel that way anyway. You got to decide it first. You got to feel it in you first. You have to. There's no other way. So for the next 30 days, or we'll say to the end of November, okay? I'm filming this November 3rd. It's launching November 3rd. To the end of November, you're going to decide your feeling. So maybe that feeling is fulfillment. Maybe that feeling is belonging, acceptance, joy, whatever the feeling is that you're trying to get, satisfaction. You're going to commit to that feeling every single day, no matter what is happening in your life. So every morning you're going to wake up. I am telling you, before I get any further, I did this. I consciously did this. And a few months later, I don't even know how to say this. The thing that I was wanting, I got something actually way, way better that I didn't think was possible. I got something that was outside the realm of possibility for me. So that's why I like to do it in this way, because if you have a goal of something that you want, you're really capping yourself, because it could be that something even better than that wants you, but you can't even conceive of that at this time. So, to me, and if you know me, I talk a lot about the law of allowing, and I have a law of allowing mini course in the description if you're interested. The law of allowing states that the best probable outcome is always happening. And so don't cap yourself at what you want, because it could be that something way better than that wants you, but you didn't even know you could get that thing. You didn't even know that thing existed, or that person, or whatever it is. So just conjure the feeling. And so, yeah, what I was going to say is I did this, or I already said that. Yeah, I did this, and then it worked out in a way that I can't even tell you. Like mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So every morning you wake up and you conjure that feeling, okay? You conjure that feeling. Then throughout the day, you conjure that feeling. It does not matter what's happening in the 3D. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And you have to get that through your head. You have to, there's a conflation between I feel this way because of what's happening in the 3D. You have to get rid of that. Unless you're literally under attack and your life is under threat. If you're going through like a life-threatening thing, that's a different story. But I'm not talking about that. And we all know what we're talking about here, okay? So you have to break apart that conflation. Otherwise, this will not work. And you conjure it all day. And you don't conjure it and you say, so like if you're looking for love, you don't like conjure the feeling of like being loved. And then you're like, okay, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? That's still conditional. It's still conditional saying, I'm gonna conjure this, but I actually am not gonna feel it until it's here. That's still the same shit. You can't do that. It's gotta be, I wanted the feeling, and so I'm giving myself the feeling. End of story. And I know that's hard, and I know that's not satisfying, but you have to do it that way. I promise you the 3D will follow suit, but you can't do it conditionally. You can't feel the feeling and then be like, okay, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Because that's saying that you don't actually feel that feeling. You don't actually believe in the feeling. You don't actually accept the feeling into you. So feel the feeling first. 30 days, whenever possible, morning, noon, night. I'm telling you, I'd wake up and feel it. All day I would feel it. At night before I go to bed, I would feel it. And I started to notice behaviors that I did that were not conducive to this. And that's actually when I started cutting back on like coffee and stuff, because I started realizing, oh, I'm feeling this feeling all the time. But then when I have this coffee, I feel like I'm getting further from it. It's actually taking me away from the feeling. So you'll start to notice certain habits where then you're like, oh my God, this habit's actually sabotaging me from getting this feeling. So it's really, really, really powerful. And if you have anything specifically you're trying to like conjure up, just put in the comments, because we can all help. If there's something more specific or you're like, what about this or whatever, please feel free to leave a comment. But you got to hold fast to it. You got to hold fast to it. And that's it. That's really it. It seems simple. It is so hard. It's very straightforward, but it's very, very hard to do. And if you can do it, it's awesome, but you will have to practice and you will be thwarted with your assumption that you only get fulfilled when something happens in the 3D reality, which it's the opposite. Once again, the 3D reality helps us feel it deeper. So again, for example, if you're looking for love, like finding the person is not going to solve any of your issues. However, if you already like have felt the feeling first and then you meet the person, then like those sensations like make it better, right? So again, I'm not trying to say just go run away to the Himalayas and don't talk to anybody because who cares about the 3D anyway. I'm not saying that. The 3D is awesome and the creature comforts of the 3D are amazing, but they can't heal what is inside of us. That we have to give ourselves the feeling first. And then your world warps around that. Oh my God. Okay, I need to stop talking now because my throat is dying. So sorry, this episode's a little shorter than normal. And let me know if you ended up watching the Cosmic Weather Report from Friday. Let me know what you thought about that style because I love to do those. And yeah, let me know. But it's so straightforward. It's just hard to do. So decide what you're going to conjure and like have it just let it just come through you. Let it be you. Let it just move through you. And don't worry about anything else. And it doesn't matter, even if, because that's the other piece of it is sometimes the opposite thing will start happening in the 3D. Like I'm gonna keep going with the relationship example. Like right after you start feeling love all the time and feeling accepted and belonging and chosen or whatever the feelings are, then it could be that the exact opposite thing starts happening. Like you're going on dates and like every person sucks, or you're actually having worse luck. You're deciding that you're the master of what you're creating. And so you start to actually take control of it versus being a victim of the third dimension. And so everything just starts shifting. So don't be surprised if crazy ass stuff starts happening. It doesn't mean it's not working. You have to give it 30 days. You got to just keep going. You'll start to see changes before then, but yeah, I've just seen it go left before it goes right. Okay, that's the completion of the message. Now I really need to stop talking. Thanks for your patience with me. I'll be back hopefully with my full voice on Wednesday, but didn't want to leave y'all hanging. So yeah, thanks for being here. Interact with the video or the episode wherever you're listening or watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.